Hey guys, I had a great conversation for about 5 minutes with all of you guys before I realized I did not hit the go live button. Hey, Environment, how are you? Thanks for dropping that link. Wait, Pop, say, I'm going to wait and see if I'm not sure if Kat's going to pop in. She had asked some of my favorite lines in A Course in Miracles, my favorite phrases. There she is. Kat, another great line that I love, and I think you're going to like it too. You ready? Hey, Marlon. Happy trappy evening to you, my friend. How's your workouts going, Marlon? Hey, Anthony. What's up, Tiger King? Slow pokey. Cat says ready. I know you're familiar, and everyone's familiar with the first part. The second part is really beautiful, though. I'm good, Tiger King. How are you? Into eternity, where all is one, there crept a tiny, mad idea at which the Son of God remembered not to laugh. In his forgetting, did the thought become a serious idea, and possible of both accomplishment and real effects. This is the most beautiful part right here. Together, we can laugh them both away and understand that time cannot intrude upon eternity. It is a joke to think that time can come to circumvent eternity, which means there is no time. I love that thought. Together, we can laugh them both away. You want to, we talk an awful lot about the ego. And sometimes I think, I don't want to say we talk too much about it, but I think it leads people to think that we need to abolish it, that we need to fight it, that um, it is a threat. Nothing real can be threatened, nothing unreal exists. The ego is not real, so it can't threaten. However, it has very seemingly real effects. As it says here, in our forgetting the thought that we could be separate from God, from the source. Hey, Wessa. The thought that we could be separate from God became a very serious idea, impossible of both accomplishment, and it has real effects. The real effects is it keeps us thinking and believing that we are separate from heaven. Hey, Daniel. Daniel, how are you? Hey, Tom. So together we can laugh them both away. The ego very seldom has like really joyful laughter. True laughter is always of spirit. True laughter. It is a joke to think that time can come to circumvent eternity, which means there is no time. Hey, Joshua. Marlon says, going well. 10 days into training again, 80 to 90% again. Awesome. This is the amazing, energetic Joshua. Hey, Lady Sky. Tiger King says, can you read that poem? I can't read it on what app? And be on my phone at the same time. Tiger King. I need Lee to send it to me on email. I tried to uh, send it to myself on email, but I couldn't do it. Melissa says, Bacta, do you know what Bacta is in Star Wars? Just curious. I'm good, Joshua. I was just watching you dance like a minute ago. Lady Sky says, how to what's Joshua says, how are you, Lady Sky? Lady Sky says, how are you, Yogi? I'm good. What? Joshua's doing amazing. Well, I don't know Snoop Dogg personally. About a football team, and well, it's good for him. Tom says, no, I don't watch Star Wars after the 80s. Neither have I. I'm not, you know, I'm not opposed to them. I just never got around to them. And the first three really were classics, I don't think, unless you grew up in the 80s, 70s, actually, Star Wars was 19, I think, 77. You have no idea how big they were, actually, Star Wars. That there was nothing like that ever. Michael drops a link for a new episode. Thanks, Michael. Joshua says, Psychic King, who is Snoop Dogg? Melissa says, okay, I was just curious. It's actually in Empire Strikes Back. We see, first see Bacta, but it's irrelevant. Spaceballs. Spaceballs with hilarious. Anything John Candy was ever in was either hilarious or he was a great actor. He's very poignant. If you remember his scene in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Kat says, I grew up playing with imaginary friends with Star Trek playing in the background. Star Trek. I never quite got into Star Trek. I'd watch it occasionally. You know what I did like? Hey Zoe, Kung Fu. You know what I still like? Occasionally, YouTube clips, Kung Fu. Kane versus. Go to YouTube and put in put Kung Fu, Kane versus, and all kinds of stuff is going to come up. Zoe, how could I forget you? You're the one who talks in capital letters. What's this? Says Cat. Star Trek, totally different. Star Wars is fantasy. Star Trek is sci-fi. Hey, what's the difference here? Tiger King says one of the biggest rappers in American history. Joshua. Got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. That's right. Too bad Skits isn't here. He would have heard me reference Snoop Dogg. Michael says John Candy sadly died on my birthday, which is March 4th, which is only 2 days away. Shame about John Candy. It's a documentary coming out about him. What's it says? I don't remember that movie, but I remember it was good. Spaceballs, yeah, Spaceballs was really good. Hilarious. It was Mel Brooks. Cat says space aliens, sexy girls, and short skirts. You just described my childhood years, my teenage years. Gotcha says, oops, I forgot to ask Kat how she's doing, but I remembered Jack. Kat says, was good for me. Zoe says, your mom's been timing me out yesterday and today. What gives? Well, what were you doing? Were you picking on someone? We put up with a whole lot here, but we don't put up with people picking on people. Tom says, Yogi spitting the fireballs. Did you like that, Tom? Drop the mic. Gotcha says, environment. I cannot click that. Hey, that's high praise coming from Tom, because he's a rapper. Hey, Jack, what's up? You had Gordon Fishman guy yesterday, that old guy. He might be younger than me, Zoe. Jack says, double tap that screen. Thank you, my friend. Environment says, Joshua, if you search for Ace or Ace movement. Tiger King says Eric spitting bars on his live. I can't believe this guy's ruthless mean, man. Hey, Tiny. What's it says? Sci-fi is an exploitation of Earth humans. Star Wars happens a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Thought it was in the future. Did they say a long time ago? Thought it was just in a galaxy far, far away. Nothing to do with Earth, even though it was human analogs in it. They are not Earth, not Earth humans. Did you know that Captain Kirk, I believe, was born in Iowa? Joshua says Ace movements, and okay, be right back. Tom says top rope frog splashing rapper. There you go. Hey, can you do a frog splash? So he says, not trying to be rude here. Well, I'm not sure about that. I seem to recall that you said the Gordon Fisherman about 17 times. I place a big, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm very appreciative of people who know how to read a room. If they see that there's a serious conversation going on, let's call it an adult conversation, right? We're talking about very meaningful manners. We're talking about sobriety, where there was a conversation between two people who had literally have been rock bottom. Now, you never can measure rock bottoms. Yours was rockier and bottomer, more bottomy than mine. Bottom is bottom, no matter where you find yourself. Paul Hederman found himself in jail several times. He was literally run over by a car several times, which he said in a live stream once seems statistically impossible. And yet it happened to him. So when you come into a room and you see a conversation like that going on, unfortunately, when you're young, no matter what the age is, because you could be young when you're 40, if you have not been through those hardships of life, you shrug them off. You take it lightly. You think, well, better them than me, or it's not going to happen to me. But hey, if you're young in age, you don't know what's going to happen to you. You don't know. It's a great opportunity to pause. You're never too, I always say you're never too old to learn. Here's the opposite. You're never too young to learn. You are never too young to be a good person. You're never too young to truly be kind. You're never too young to be curious about the infinite directions that life can take. Right now is the most pivotal point in your life. It's the most pivotal point in your life. Did you notice I didn't say be nice, I said be kind? Uh-oh. Joshua says, Yogi, you have given me an idea. Is it to dress up as the John Candy character in Spaceballs? Michael says, instead of posting the spoon on my YouTube community, I sent an email, Yogi. Gotcha. I will check. I will check the email, Michael. Looking forward to it. So he says, just an observation. Hey, were you here when I read the three gates, Zoe? Jack says, you're never too old to learn something new. I love that because it's true. Yep. Environment says, come on, guys, being offended is a choice. Zoe's fine. Yep, we're just having a conversation with Zoe. Michael says, I use my community posts for stories and announcements. Gotcha. If I can save it, Michael, I will I'll read it on my life. Or not read it on my life. I will post it on my community page. Jeez. So this will be the second time that I read this. So this was attributed to Rumi, as I mentioned before. I think that it is, I heard it first in Zen communities. So I always ask people to consider this. You can never ask people to practice it, but people can consider it. It's the three gates. The first gate, is it true? So what we do is, this is what Rumi believed. Before we speak, a word should pass through three gates. Each gate asks a simple question, yet each one carries weight. Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? These poignant questions aren't meant to restrain us, but to become invitations to awaken and conscious of what we released to the world. The three gates. The first gate, is it true? First gate is probably the most important. It's what we are saying true? Is it something we know to be factual, or is it something shaped by our assumptions or a situation, or emotionally reacting to an event? Or is it secondhand information that hasn't been verified? Often this gate reveals just how much our speech is rooted in interpretation rather than fact. Passing through this gate does not require anything other than honesty about what we know is true, what we truly know is true. The second gate, is it necessary? Even a true statement does not always need to be spoken. This gate invites us to consider the purpose of why we are saying something. Does this need to be said now, or ever for that matter? Is it useful, or simply an urge to fill space, assert our position, or relieve our own discomfort? Many words fall away here, not because they're wrong, but because silence may serve the moment more faithfully. And let's see, the last one. Is it kind? This is the most important one for me. Is it kind? Kindness does not mean avoiding truth. It means being attentive to how truth is delivered. This gate asks us to consider tone, timing, and care. Will these words leave the other person more whole than before? Kindness here includes compassion for both the listener and ourselves, recognizing that how something is said can matter as much as what is said. How something is said matters as much as what is said. These are the three gates. It is actually a beautiful way of navigating conversations. Jack says, my friend started rollerblading when he was 60. 4 years later, I'm still seeing massive improvements in his skill set. Awesome. Gives me hope. Kat says, hey, have a good class, Zoe. Oh, I'd love to, Michael. Zoe says, whatever. The proper response would have been, whatever. Whatever. You got to throw an eh. Man, see you, Zoe. I was a really good shrugger as a teenager. So Kat had said, Zoe is just playing a cry for love. Love to you, Zoe. Thank you, Kat. All of you freaks in my books. I have never freaked in a book before. Tiger King says, Kat, can we start again? I'd be nice, please. Buster says, bye, Zoe. Hopefully you come back. Tom's laughing. Tiger King says, Tom, how you day been? Joshua says, I burped pretty silently, but I still figured you all would want to know. Yes, not only that, let me put that down in my book. What's today's date? Joshua, let me know what time. What time was it when you did that? Joshua, 6 o'clock, 5:58 on the 3rd. All right, I got you down. Tom says, "That shoulder, if you will." The proper response would have been mewing, a good shrugger. It would have been good at mewing. Mewing? I'm not sure. Cat says, "It's always the first time." Oh, my shoulders got stuck up in that position from shrugging so much. It's still a good, we call it the sacred shrug. I don't know. Lady Sky says, "Listening while doing the dishes, Yogi." Thanks, Lady Sky. Dragon King says, "If you want cat, it's fine, not begging you." All in due time, Tiger King. Man, what's the matter? Takes it to a whole new level. Joshua, did it taste like mushy peas? That sounds incredibly gross. Joshua says, "What's it? It's almost disgusting as my ex." Worse than mushy peas. Mushy peas are pretty bad. Cat says, "I have no idea what anyone's talking about. I'm thinking about freaking in books." Is it possible? And it blames Zoe. But she did say it. I agree with you, Tiger King. Skits is in the building. There he is. Hey, Skits. Lady Sky says hi to Cat and Jack. Guys, did you enjoy the cornbread with Lady Sky last night? Joshua says hi to Sean. Hey, Keep Life Simple. How are you, my friend? Thank you for the kind comment you've left on some of my posts. Any questions about those 3 gates, by the way? Tom says, "Skits, you missed Yogi spitting hot bars on the mic." He did. He's actually heard me do it once before. He heard me do Eminem. He actually prompted me to do Eminem. Cat says hello to everyone. Hey, Selma. I have heard of Melissa Etheridge. What's going on with Melissa Etheridge? This guy says, "Is Zoe a troll?" I don't know what Zoe is. Zoe's probably young. Zoe might be lots of things. I have no idea what Zoe is. Lots of people start out as trolls. Hey, Murray. Someone says, "Oh my God, I love her." She's been around for a while. How did you discover her, Selma? Tony says, "Sky, Sky, and Sissy." Lady Sky says hi to Selma. Tom says, "Selma breaking out the Melissa Etheridge reference." Yeah, who saw that coming, man? Anyone have that in the books for today? Selma says she searched it up. Marie is painting her nails green and pink. Awesome. So every once in a while we go over those 3 gates. And again, they're just suggestions, but it leads to a very mindful life. Leads, again, a very beautiful way of navigating through our conversations. And when we say, "Come to my window," no thanks, creeper. Well, hey, she's inviting you to come to her window. It would be opposite if she was standing outside of your window, saying, "Hey, come to the window, so I can look. I got my binoculars out." Someone says she sings like I do. Tiny K runs the Sky and Sissy. I might go live later. If you do, let us know. Drop the link like you used to. So, is it true? The first of the gates. Here's the thing. We always go by our assumptions. We go by interpretations. We go by what we would like to be true. It's more fun that way. Kat says, "Are we singing Melissa Etheridge here? Come to my window. Come on outside by the light of the moon." It's a good line, isn't it? But remember, she's saying, "Come to her window." The opposite of creeping. She's inviting. Tom says, "There's a fine line between being told to come to her window and being a creep." You think there's a fine line? I think there's a vast difference. If she wrote, "Oh crap, who's outside of my window looking in?" Totally different song. But when you say, "Come to my window," she's inviting. It's nice. Lets you know that you're welcome. Tiny says, "Hi, Cat, and good boy, Jack." Cat says, "Mostly it's just, I don't know." Hey, Sue. Sue, are you getting snow? Someone says she sings perfectly. What's your favorite song, Selma? If you take it upon yourself to come to her window, I think that's a felony. Yes. Do you see the difference? Tom nailed it with that one. We're talking about we're talking about Melissa Etheridge and the difference between being invited to come to somebody's window and just showing up at somebody's window. And if you are the one in the room, then you're always going to be assumed to be innocent. You haven't done anything wrong. It's the guy that came to her window uninvited. He's the one you got to watch out for. Kat says, "I love ice cream." Do you now? Hey, Salina. I've been thinking of you in this trying time of war. Prayers of peace. Joining you in prayers of peace, Salina. Sue says, "Not sure if we're getting snow or not. I think we're supposed to rain, snow mix." We're getting snow now. It's going to turn to freezing rain and then rain. And then it's going to rain, I think, up until Saturday. Tiny K says, "Who has ice cream?" Hey, Buddha. Good evening, Yogi. Pulling up. Just got done for my running errands outside. Made ginger carrot and ginger and turmeric with a lemon in the nama. Awesome. Very anti-inflammatory. What's this says? Reminds me of uh, drunk ex at my house, 3 a.m., middle of the night, middle of the wealthiest neighborhood, Portland, pounding on my door and screaming. Uh, she knows I'm in there and screaming, "F me, you won't, why won't you F me?" Wow, what a life. Cat says, "Lily had ice cream earlier." Buddha's cooking fries in the oven while white and sweet potatoes for me. I had 2 sweet potatoes today. For me and my mom, she likes white fries with ketchup. I like sweet potatoes. I like sweet potatoes too. Sue is surprised. Is that surprise? Tiny K says she's my Lily. What's it says? Hi Sue. Hi Sue. Good to see you. Buddha says, "Beautiful snow. Be safe." Thank you, Buddha. The snow's not so bad. It's the ice that follows. Buddha says hi to Cat and Jack. Hi to Tiny K. Hey Duncan. Which part? Which part? Oh, my mom going to put black pepper. Yep, you got to have the black pepper. Duncan, the train is going pretty good. Made a few adjustments. I've cut down in volume a bit. Once it says it's been quite a life indeed, Yogi. Is it quieter now for you? Hey, Songahan. Songahan, how are you? Duncan says spiritual. Kat says, Yogi, I think you missed the part where Skit said she might be the ice cream lady. And you know, the one at your window. Oh, the ice cream lady at the window. I never thought of that before. That changes everything, doesn't it? Epigara Purnima. What's the celebration, Tom? He says, hi, Songahan, it's me, remember? Thank you, Tom. I'm trying to limit my mispronunciation of Sanskrit to once a day. Buddha says, my mom knows how much add. I don't because she says I put too much, so I let her do it. That way I don't hear her mouth. I don't think it takes a whole lot. Kat says, so to anyone I've missed. Songahan says, doing good, Yogi. How are you? I'm good, Songahan. Buddha says, but I love it a bit. Duncan says, Kat, are you well now? Skits is laughing. Selma says, hi, ma'am. It's the appearance day of Lord Katiana. Tatiana. Thank you, Tom. Buddha says, I made her barbecue chicken. It smells so good. She broke her fasting today. Did she fast for health reasons or spiritual reasons? Ash Wednesday, I'll be 40, Michael says. That's, yep, that is the 4th. Tomorrow's the 3rd. Come on in, Michael. We'll sing you happy birthday. Buddha's going to be right back. Marie says the nails look pretty already. Hey, Sue. Sue, how are you? Bud Files. Selma says she can come up and sing Melissa Etheridge. Let's see how the night goes, Selma. Chaitanya. Chaitanya. Thank you, Tom. As I'm fond of saying, the only thing worse than my Sanskrit is my English. See, in Sanskrit, it's pronounced CH in English. Duncan says, so Yogi, have you thought about having either one or two or group yoga breathwork paid online sessions? My wife does similar for yoga. You've mentioned that before. I haven't given it much consideration, Duncan. I sort of feel like I do it for free here. It doesn't feel right to charge it when I give it away. Tom says it's okay to announce it's your intentions. When I did my meditation teachers training, we were told the same thing. Same in my yoga and pranayama, all the same thing. But it's fun to pronounce it right when you do. Tom says, and we all know those are pure. Thank you, Tom. Marie says, I can sing better. She can sing better than Puppy Mommy. Oh, I don't know about that. Michael says, thanks so much. It isn't until Wednesday, but thank you. We got Michael's birthday. We have Squirrel Sniper's birthday. We have Walking with Daisy and Sniper on the same day. Then we have, I think Toy Pups comes before Cat. I think Toy Pups might be the 4th. Cat is the 6th. Who else? We have Lady Sky on the 19th. Michael starts us off on Wednesday. Well done, Marie. Cat got water. Duncan says it would really boost your income. At some point, you deserve to be paid for good work for people. Thank you, Duncan. I have hopes. I have hopes for a breakthrough. Someone says, where's Puppy Mommy? She was here this afternoon. She was here like early. She left an emoji. Song of Hand says, where's Zanny? We need coffee. Song of Hand says, Yogi knows all the dates. But we have a long stretch of birthdays in a couple weeks. So I try to keep abreast of those. Someone says her birthday's coming up. Yep. Tom says he's subscribed. Hey Ace, how are you, my friend? Duncan says the service is more personalized. I was telling people that I would teach them meditation, mantra meditation, their own primordial sound mantra, and or teach them how to set up breathwork session three times a day, therapeutically as needed. A wake up, get up and go breath, an even keeled, get me through the day breath, and a nighttime sleep hygiene breath. And I would do it for donations. Oh, I do have water. And it is full time. Thank you, Kat. Hey, Carrie. How are you, my friend? Hey, guys, are you subscribed to Mr. Carey? I think Mr. Carey really should change his name to Mr. YouTube because, honestly, nobody does YouTube better than Mr. Carey. He is hilarious, but he also takes time. He can be pretty poignant at times as well. Duncan says, busy dad does one-on-one coaching sessions online. He's an even busier dad these days, isn't he? Full time. Duncan says, why not give it a go? Well, Duncan, I have my members only channel or section because of you and Eric Lapointe. And the work that I've been doing on my long form content, inspired by you. So what I'm going to say is I will give it deep consideration because you have never steered me wrong, except for some really insane burpee suggestions you gave me back in the day. Not that those are wrong, they were just insane and they were painful. Hey, Liv, how are you, my friend? Welcome back. Kara says, managing yogi, it's complicated like a relationship. It is. Kara says, how are you? I'm good, my friend. I'm good. We were married 26 years, March 27th. Hey, congratulations early. Hey Dan, what's up, Yogi? I hope you're well. I am, my friend. Man, you're killing those Zercher squats. Awesome work. Someone says Melissa Etheridge, the singer, is from Elmel. I subscribed to her already. Nice. Buddha says hi to Dan. Dan says hi back to Buddha. What's up, friend boy? Carrie says, thank you. You're welcome, my friend. Let me take my nighttime supplement. So you guys subscribe to Mr. Carey? So Zercher deadlift? Duncan says, I think people may appreciate a private one-on-one breathwork session. Hey, you know what? I could do a poll. Thank you, Murray. I could do a poll and see what people think of my channel. Burner Boy says, Yogi, have you always had that earring since I was either 13 or 14 years old? Brief periods when I might take it out for, weeks or months or something like that. But pretty much always since I was a kid. I just found some silver ones, smaller, and I thought about switching it out. Carrie says, thank you for the kind words. You're welcome, Carrie. Hey, Toy Pups. Corner Boy says, the poll you say? Yes. Duncan says, let's do a poll. Well, I was thinking like on my members. I'm not on my members, on my community page. You mean here? How would I word it, Duncan? What's it says? Fried taters. Selma says, Puppy Mommy and Marie said she can sing better than you. She did say it. No one rigged the poll. Runner Boy is still suffering a great loss, and that was like a year ago. Kat says, I think it's a great idea. I think you open up a couple hours a day. People schedule the time one-on-one with your small donation. Buddha says, going to eat. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. You too, Buddha. Buddha, thanks for coming by and hanging out. Hey, Laura. Duncan says, if Cat agrees, it can't be wrong. It's called energy exchange. Live Love, our friend Live Long Laugh TV says, please connect. Hey, I still have your channel up right now from this afternoon. And guys, this is a new friend. She is, let me give her a shout out here, guys. This is her channel description. Hello, everyone. Welcome and thanks for stopping by my channel. I am just a girl with a big heart and enjoys life, loves God, loves people, loves to laugh, and love me belly, as they say in Jamaica. So join me on my adventure. Let's live long, laugh together. I will be sharing lifestyle videos about cooking, exercise, fitness, fun, food, and much more. If you enjoy the videos, please consider subscribing. Thank you and God bless. You just had your 1 year anniversary, my friend. So if you are not subscribed to our friend Live Long Laugh TV, brand new friend, please do. Let's help a new friend out. Kat says, you're not a monk. You have not taken a vow of poverty. Your time is worth something. At least Brazil, not a day. That's an excellent point there. You had to bring up the Brazil nuts. What's up, Jamie? Buddha says, Namaste. Namaste, my friend. I'll do a community poll. Buddha says, hi to Mr. Carey. Take care in the background. Much respect. Soma says, have you heard of Melissa Etheridge, Puppy Mommy? Duncan says, just mentioned in each video that is something you offer for a donation of your choosing, if that's how you want to do it. You have to market these things to earn a living. I always thought that, I don't know, just showing up. I know. Mr. Carey says, Jamie, I just subscribed to you, liked and commented. Awesome. Melissa says, sub to Live Love earlier today. Duncan says, I think people would love the opportunity to have one-on-one. I do let people know that I do it. I always mention if people were to commit to breath work 3 times a day, therapeutically as needed, in 30 days, in 21 days, your life would be different. Measurably so. If you did it every day. Melissa Etheridge says, because I'm the only one who'd walk across the fire for you. You know, her kid was the father of her child, David Crosby. Hey, Mom. Oh, Buddha love. Uncle says, Yogi, I saw a ton of turkeys while walking down a trail in the woods yesterday, but couldn't get it on video because my dog scared them off. I love seeing wild turkeys. Duncan says, oops, I read that. People have one-on-one. Duncan says, I also think you should reach out to other YouTube channels for a chat on their channel. They can also mention you offer one-on-one sessions. That's a thought. I've actually only done one. I was invited on a podcast. Someone says, I think Melissa Etheridge has a boyfriend or husband. I don't know. She was married. I don't remember who she was married to. It was a same-sex marriage, and it was early on when same-sex marriages were still a little. As a country, we were on the fence with it. You know what? And then we passed the law, and as a country, no one cared anymore. It's funny how that is. Everyone cares until it becomes normal, and then no one cares again. And by normal, I mean regular. But her and her wife had surrogate, and the surrogate was David Crosby. Hey, dogs, everyone has sinned, which condemns them to damnation without Jesus. And they said, believe the Lord Jesus Christ, and thou shalt be saved, and thy house. Well, that's an interesting way to walk into a room. Guy says, Yogi, I bet you could get people to pay you to make them do their breath work 3 times a day. "21 days, guys." Man, if you combine that with meditation, if you did one or the other, if you meditated every day for 21 days, again, your life would be measurably different than it is now. Your blood pressure would be down, you'd be calmer, you'd be more responsive, less reactive. You would be guided synchronistically. Hey, Sniper. Greetings, beautiful souls. Busy night at Archaic. 138. Wow. In the chat. Come here for some peace. How was the chat? Hey, Sherry. Sherry says Melissa Etheridge is married to a woman and they have kids. Yep. Robin says, could I give my song from yesterday another try? Got my audio fixed and have backup. Well, I wasn't going to do any singing tonight. We're wrapping up in like 10-ish minutes or so, Marlon. Um, is that okay? Or if you got your heart set on singing, let's do it. Kat says it's very taboo and very sexy. Someone says, wait a minute, she's married to a woman. Yeah, she was married to a famous woman for a while. But all I was saying that the surrogate father to one of her kids is David Crosby. Pepper says, I've been using my protocol to crunch some numbers for Jason. Sissy says, Jodie Foster is married to a woman. Live, love, laugh says, thank you, what's that? I will return it. Awesome. Guys, thanks for connecting with each other. Marlon says, nah, if it was unwanted. No, it's not about being unwanted. It's just that we only have about 10 minutes. Yep, and that's what Tom says. We wanted done, they were just short on time. Pepper says there are exactly 530 years between 966 AD, 1496 AD, and another 530 between 1496 AD and 2026 AD. Selma says, can I come up? So, Selma, in about 7 minutes, we're going to say goodnight. Do you want to come up and help me say goodnight? Kat says, Marlon, I love you. Welcome back, Zoe. Thank you, Selma. Zipper says 7 minutes. I timed 5. Tom says, oh, Zoe. Oh, Zoe. What can you do? Zoe's gonna Zoe. So, hey, Marlon, I really don't want you to think that that the singing was unwanted. And, man, no intention of having you feel bad whatsoever. I was just thinking that I was gonna make an hour in the live stream and then call it a day, and we're at almost 55 minutes now. Someone says, I didn't know Melissa Etheridge is married to a woman. Yep. Someone, she's confused. What's the confused part? You're welcome, Live Love. Flip Up says hi to Tom. So you were at 654. Let me refresh your page. 656. Well done. Marlon says, I don't know, 4 minutes first into 10, at least twice. I don't know what that means. First 4 minutes into 10, at least twice. And it must be on one end since last live I tried it and couldn't either. Anyway, bye for now. Don't exactly know what that meant, Marlon. Tom says, no need to be confused. Despite our meat suits and their attachments, ultimately we're pure spirits. Agreed. Hey, Selma, you want to say goodnight with me? There she comes. Yep, my cat's here making noise.
The best. Yogi has some friends, and I love my friends. Yogi is awesome. Puppy Mommy is the best. Single is the best. And I love you so much. Yogi, you're the best. Yeah, Yogi is the best. Nobody gets that way. Oh, Yogi is the best. No, 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 no. Oh, Yogi is the best. Yeah, Yogi is the best. Yogi is the best. Yogi is the best.
Hey, that's how you make an entrance, guys. If you don't mind, would everyone do that anytime they come up on a live stream? Do you think I could ask my guests to sing that song for me when they come up, Selma?
Yeah, that's the sound of Melissa. And I love Melissa, and she has like a deep voice type, like she's the greatest singer. I looked her up out of nowhere. I searched her up, and this is for your puppy mommy. Puppy mommy is the best, and Yogi is the best. Cat Adams is the best. Cat is the best. We love you all so much. Oh yeah, Yogi is the best. Oh no. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, puppy is the best. We love you so much. Mwah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Selma. Toy Pups liked it. Tom says, best live on YouTube. Thank you, Tom. Hey,
And
Redeemer, my friend, thank you so much.
Puppy Mommy, have you heard of Melissa? I forgot her last name. um, I, I personally, I like her voice. I, I think her voice is kind of deep, and I love that for her singing. And she gets that way. Like I'm so confused that I thought she's married to a man.
Yeah, she has kind of a husky voice, doesn't she?
Yeah, and she she's from Elmo. Like she sings about the letter U. Like she she she's kind of like dancing to the song, and she has a guitar. Usually she wears glasses. Most of her music videos that I look to her, and I dance to her song, and it's very catchy to sing, and I'm having a lot of fun singing that song.
I'm glad, Summer.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
And
say goodnight.
Puppy Mommy, this is for you. Yeah, her name is Melissa. Um, so I'm gonna I'm gonna sing this to Puppy Mommy in Spanish because she lives in the song in Spanish.
And this is you're singing Melissa Etheridge?
No.
Oh, you're singing a different song in Spanish.
Yeah, it goes like this. Japanimito, todas flores, ir pajaritos, además amores, todos respetaron las aguas pastoras, ir alabando, pobretas de flores, la que más está fría, la que más está dura. La que más está fría, la que más está dura, la de Ave María, yo que está dura, la de Ave María, yo que está dura. I I love that. That's for you, puppy mommy.
Beautiful as always, Selma.
Yeah.
Um, our friend Zoe is still mad that Mott's timed out and that got her timed out.
Oh
All right.
no.
How would you like to help me say goodbye to everyone?
You're welcome, puppy mommy. And yes, Yogi. And tomorrow I'm gonna sing like I did today for you and for my friends and for Puppy Mommy as well.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Hey, speaking of not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow, remember it's our friend Michael Burkeen's birthday coming up on Wednesday. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
remind me maybe you and I can sing him happy birthday. What do you think?
yeah. Oh, Zoe, don't be, don't be sad. We, we love you so much, and you didn't do anything wrong. Uh, you're, you're the best, and make sure to remember, Zoe, that you be kind. You, you support people. Don't let don't turn anybody out. Don't don't do anything like turning people out, and don't do that. Zoe. That's uh, you get that permission from Yogi or Puppy Mommy or your friends up in here. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Um, all right. You ready to say goodnight?
Yes.
Um, all right. So let's do it. Let's say goodnight. Selma.
Okay. Good night, everybody. Yogi loves you too. Yogi said God loves you. Yogi said God bless you. He will see you at 1 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 5:25.
Hey, that was pretty awesome. Hey, Bean.
Yeah.
I love the way that you improv that song.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing. Someone you never cease to amaze me with your talent.
Yeah.
God bless you too. Live love. Yep. And someone's right. I'll be live tomorrow at 5. 5:25. 5:25. I have a guest. Julie Reisling. Julie is a pretty big time. We're lucky to have her. Thank you, Lady Sky. So coming by, hang out with us tomorrow evening, 5:25, and we're gonna have some fun.
And
Thank you, Sherry.
And Lady Sky, Yogi said, don't forget to put the timer on the cornbread, like usual. Everybody knows that, Lady Sky. Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that. Everyone does.
Yeah, everyone does. And I know what Yogi say that put Yogi put a timer on his basement for the cornbread.
It's my new net. It's gonna be my new channel. Just so Yogi timing stuff.
Just a Yogi timing Lady Sky.
Just a Yogi in his basement timing Lady Sky as she cooks red velvet
Cornbread.
cornbread. Thank you for that. Thank you for helping me out. It's gonna be the
Red
longest
velvet.
title ever. Can you remember that title, Selma?
Yes. Just a Yogi timing Lady Sky cooking red velvet cornbread.
There you go. It's my new channel. All right. So
From now on, Lady Sky. Oh, cause you better look out for that.
that's right. Can you just a Yogi eating cornbread, says Twin Pups. Lady Sky says, ooh, no Yogi. Red velvet cornbread. No thanks. You never know until you make it. Right, Selma?
Yes. You
It might be
never
good.
know, Lady Sky. It's coming.
It's coming. It is. I agree with Redeemer. No more mushy peas. You got to take a firm stance on this, right, Selma?
Yes. No more mushy peas.
Exactly.
Or Yogi. or you can let the title say just a Yogi no more mushy peas on his basement.
Just a Yogi in his basement, no longer. No, that won't work. Just a Yogi not eating mushy peas in his basement. How's that sound?
Yeah.
There you go. All right, Selma, can you say goodbye for me?
Yeah. Yogi said goodbye and he loves you so much. And he will see you at 1 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 5:25.
5:25. All right. And don't forget, Michael Burkeen's birthday is on a Wednesday. Redeemer says, all the blessings of his love to all. 3:16. Thank you, Redeemer. Selma, thanks for coming up.
You're welcome.
And thank you for being patient. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Bye, guys. Love you all.
Bye.